Hi there everyone, my name is Amanda Silver Sister and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I'm always telling you guys to leave comments and let me know what you want me to talk about next here on my YouTube channel. Well, Priscilla did just that, so today's video is dedicated to her. Her question was, do I think that dating would be harder with silver hair? So this is a great question. And I'll give you a little teaser. I actually think it would be an amazing thing, and I'll tell you why at the end. But full disclosure before I get into this video, I'm happily married. So I've never dated with my silver hair, but it was in fact my husband who encouraged me to go gray. So the takeaway from that is that there are men out there who have no issue with gray hair. We've only been married for 5 years, so we're on the newer side of marriage, and obviously he didn't care, and I've been gray now for 2 years. So 3 years into the marriage, I went gray. And also before we get started, I think there's a couple other things. I think we need to address that dating at any age is hard, but I would say that dating as we get older would be even harder. There is so many reasons why dating would be harder as we get older. You know, we have a lot more responsibilities on our plates. We may be dating with kids now. We have jobs. We may have some baggage from previous relationships. We definitely know what we want. Learning how to compromise in a different way than what we're used to. We may have our independence now. We're not sure exactly how much of that we want to give up. So there's a lot of factors that would make dating as we get older more complicated. And I would say that there's also that insecurity factor. So the very first thing I would say about dating with gray hair, if you're still feeling a little bit insecure about your gray hair, maybe it wouldn't be the best time to go date. Because when you're in a dating experience, you have to be confident in who you are and what you bring to the table. So if you're not sure and you're still getting used to your gray hair, then I don't know that I would want to put myself in an additionally vulnerable situation. So going gray can be vulnerable. And if you're not at a fully accepting place of your grays, then going out and kind of putting yourself out there where you may walk away, anybody walks away feeling insecure. Did I pick a right outfit? Do I look good? And so if you already have a part of yourself that you're feeling a little bit vulnerable about, I think we leave ourselves open to really second guess a part of us. So if you went gray for yourself and you own it, then great, go out dating. But if you're just still not really sure how you feel about that gray hair, it would just add, I think, another layer of complication to the dating world. The other thing I think that we just have to address, and I apologize if I'm making a general offensive statement to men, but I think that we're seeing generally that men are dating women younger than them. So I'm married to somebody, my second marriage here is somebody 8 years older than me. So, you know, he dated somebody, me, 8 years younger than him. And I think we do see that a little bit. So I don't think that has anything to do with the gray hair, but I do see a pattern a little bit where men are choosing partners that are younger. Okay, so the biggest thing though that I want you to take away from this, Priscilla, that I think that dating with silver hair would be the best thing in the world, is that I absolutely do feel that there are men who would not date you or I because we have gray hair, and they would just walk on by. But I think that is amazing because I don't want to date those men anyways. So I think that your gray hair could really be a positive vetting tool to weed out the men that you didn't want to waste your time with anyways. Anybody who's been on a date, first date, second date, I mean, often they don't result in a second date or a third date. And it does feel like it's this endless cycle of first dates. And you're always having to put the energy of putting on your best foot forward and you know, trying to get to know someone, and it can be really exhausting. So if there is somebody who doesn't even want to look at you because you have gray hair, then you just didn't waste your time with them. And I would also venture to say that men who are so shallow or superficial that they will not date you because you have gray hair would also be men that would be really hard on you in a dating situation. So maybe they don't like that dress. Do you have to go back and change it? No. Maybe they don't like the 10 pounds that you put on. So I don't know about you, but I am not willing to sign up for somebody who would be that critical about my appearance. Ultimately, I want them to love me for me and love me if I have gray hair, if I have silver hair, and actually love me if I'm healthy or sick. So if that interest is very conditional based on something very superficial, I think not dating those men would be an amazing vetting tool, and you have just maybe cut down your pool of men that you're dating in half, but then that's amazing because you don't have to like vet through them all and figure out which one is worthy, which one is valuable, which one is a good fit, whatever. So anyways, I think the takeaway I would have is viewing that as a positive thing and not a negative thing at all. So like I said at the beginning, I am married, so I'm just kind of speaking as to what I think. So any of my subscribers that are currently dating and silver, please respond down to Priscilla if you have any tips for her. And Priscilla, please keep us posted to see how the dating world is going for you. We're going to be very supportive, and we want to know, and I'm going to live vicariously through you because I don't get to date anymore. But we want to know. And so let's kind of rally around her and give her any advice that we can and encourage her, because it's a vulnerable position. But be encouraged. I was married for 20 years and then got divorced, and I am happily remarried. I've been married for 5 years, and it is so much better than the first one. So I actually highly recommend trading in the first one for a better model. I'm just kidding. But okay, hope this video helped. Have a wonderful day, and we'll talk soon. Bye.